Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is one not worth living." Very good advice. We need to understand why we do the things we do. We need to understand our values and beliefs and constantly challenge our beliefs. I don't know about you, but I want to have empowering beliefs, not disempowering ones. I want to challenge them constantly. And the last thing I want to do is get to the end of my life and realize that I had a false belief that actually held me back. When talking about beliefs, I'll often tell the story of the 5 monkeys. There was once a behavioral science lab where they did an actual experiment using 5 monkeys. Picture a large cage, and in the middle of the cage, suspended from the ceiling of it, was a banana. They put a step stool configuration underneath the banana so that the monkeys could go climb on the step stool and grab the banana. Now we have our 5 monkeys in there. First monkey sees the banana, sees the step stool, not an idiot. He goes for the step stool, and a lab assistant off to the side sprays him down with a icy cold blast of water from a garden hose. Now you have a very wet, irritated primate. Now not only does he get hosed off, but all the other monkeys. We have 5 wet, irritated monkeys. After a while, another monkey sees the banana, decides to go for it, heads for the stool, and again, he is sprayed down with water, and all the other monkeys. Well, again, they're not idiots, they are monkeys, but they're not stupid. With time, they realize that don't go near that step stool. Any of the monkeys go towards the stool, the other 4 attack him. They don't want to get sprayed with water anymore. Now that they're all trained this way, the psychologists remove 1 monkey and put in a new monkey. New monkey sees the banana, sees the step stool, heads towards it, the other 4 monkeys attack him. They don't want to get sprayed with water. Well, after a little time of this, he realizes, don't go towards that stool, leave the banana alone. So now he's conditioned like the others. Now it starts to really get interesting. You've got 4 monkeys that were originally sprayed with water, 1 conditioned 5th monkey who was never sprayed. Now they remove another one of the original monkeys, put in a brand new monkey. Brand new monkey sees the banana, sees the stool, heads towards it. Not only does he get attacked by the original 3, but that 4th one who's been conditioned by the group. Never been sprayed with water, but he knows that banana should be left alone. Don't go near the stool. Well, as you could guess, they continue to do this, slowly changing out all 5 monkeys. So now you have 5 monkeys in there. None of them have ever been sprayed with water, but anytime any of the group go towards that stool, towards the banana, the other 4 attack it. They've all been conditioned. Now, how many times do we find ourselves in the same type of situation? We're following beliefs that have been handed down to us by others that really don't understand the purpose of the belief. I've seen this in work environments many times where something was started years ago that was important to the customer or to someone else, but it really served no purpose. I'm reminded of the story of the young girl who noticed that her mom always cut a couple inches off the roast before putting it in a pan to cook it. She asked her mom why she did that, and the mom said, well, that's how I was taught by my mother. Well, the next time the young lady was visiting her grandmother, she goes, I noticed that Mom always cuts an inch off the roast, and she said, you did that. How come you always cut an inch off a roast before cooking it? And she laughed and goes, well, when we were young, we didn't have a very big pan to put the roast in. So it wouldn't fit. I had to cut a couple inches off of it to get it into the pan. How silly we feel at times when we see the reason for doing things that we've been doing without understanding the purpose. Again, the last story I'll leave to you is the story of the individual that visited an elephant sanctuary. And he noticed these large elephants that were tied to a small stake with a pretty flimsy rope. So he really couldn't believe that these large elephants were fastened in such a manner. So he asked one of the people that worked at the sanctuary, and they go, why don't these elephants break free? He goes, well, when they're young elephants, we'll use actually that same rope and stake to tie them up. And when they're young, they can't break away from it. It's just as they get older, they don't change their belief. They still believe that they can't break free of that rope. Challenge our beliefs. Again, it's very important to understand why we believe the things we believe. Again, we can be molded by our environment and our heredity, our traditions and norms. And it's just, beliefs have a lot more power if they're empowering beliefs that serve a purpose that is important to us. Again, I want to get to the end of my days and realize that my beliefs will move me forward, not hold me back. I want to challenge them and understand them. So again, don't be like that wet monkey